Here's a quote from an Iraqi legislator from the National Dialogue Front, which is a small secular party. The feeling is that the law is focused very much on sectarianism. It divides the country and the wealth into groups, Kurds, Sunnis, Shiites. So with all of the factions in this model fighting over the big prize, which of course is 95% of Iraq's economy, isn't the law itself a recipe for locking in the sectarian bloodbath?
The criticism you've just read could turn out to be accurate. It could be a further fractionating of the Iraqi polity into three different parts.
So then what you're suggesting then is that this law ought to be withdrawn because it's obviously dividing rather than uniting Iraqis.
No, I frankly don't care what the outcome of this law is. The basis on which this or any other proposed legislation should be judged is whether over the long term it conduces to stability in the region and does not provide a base for terrorists.
I have the sort of staff list from the Coalition Provisional Authority here, the CPA government that was in charge under Paul Bremer. And I'm going to read you the list of the staff for the Ministry of Oil. Philip Carroll, former chief executive of the U.S. division of Royal Dutch Shell. Robert McGee, former ConocoPhillips executive. Gary Vogler, former executive with ExxonMobil. Mike Stinson, former executive with ConocoPhillips. That was the oil ministry under Paul Bremer. Why would Iraqis think anything other than U.S. pressure equals multinational interests? That's the message that's been sent from the very start.
Because the oil ministry under Saddam was all Ba'ath Party Sunnis who could no more be counted on to create a fair allocation of the proceeds
than multinationals would be now?
You know, I'm just going to say this one more time, and maybe your listeners will get the point. The debate in the Iraqi parliament, and what's important here, is the allocation of the aggregate proceeds to Iraq among Shiites, Sunni, and Kurds.